Alright, hello guys and welcome to another play along video. This is I think the 14th installment, edition, episode, whatever of the play alongs. And yeah, this is also going to be the final pre-recorded episode because next week I'll be back in my normal setup in the Netherlands. So you know I can go back to doing my normal videos, although I think when I'm in India I'll probably have time to upload videos as well, so you'll probably see some extra videos then, which you probably have seen already at this point because I'm guessing this video will go up on like 30th of September, so by then you've probably seen whatever I wanted to upload in India already. But yeah, if I've uploaded then you've probably heard from me more recently in real time. But yeah, anyway, I'm here from the past, I guess. Here we are playing another play along. This is going to be my final pre-recorded play along, as I said. So yeah, I'm excited, and what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do two no moving games and one NMPZ game for this play along. So we'll have a mix of both and just a nice variety. So let's get into this. If you've not seen a play along before, let me explain how it works. Basically, there'll be 3 challenge links in the description. You can go ahead and click on the link, play the game first. You don't need a GeoGuessr Pro account or anything. You can just play with a normal GeoGuessr account. Then you can come back to Twitch and watch my perspective. I'll usually give like commentary, explanations, and whatnot for my guesses, for my reasoning, and then you can use that hopefully as hopefully you can get like some tips from that. And if you have any tips for me, you can let me know in the comments as well. And yeah, that way you get to improve at the game, I get to learn things as well, so it's a mutual benefit, and I think that's the most fun way to improve in the game as well, is just to play with others and learn in the process. So all that being said, let's get into this. First game we'll be playing on a community world, playing it no moving. Challenge link will be in the description, so hopefully at this point in the video you've finished playing the challenge and now you're here to watch my perspective. So let's go, let's see what we have. This is a very nice and easy round. We are in Kenya. There are a few ways to tell this. Firstly, you have this snorkel. I'm sure a lot of you already know about this, but in Kenya you have a Google car with a snorkel on it. Also some roof racks. So this is a typical Kenyan Google car. And then it also has a follow cars in Kenya. So this is the Kenyan follow car, which you can see. So those two hints help. Unfortunately, there's really not much else I can tell you here. I guess you can kind of make out that the steering wheel is on the right side in this car, which means that you're driving on the left. So Kenya drives on the left. So does Uganda, but Uganda will have a different car. It won't have a follow car either. Also, Uganda has like very red soil, so you can kind of use that as well. And then, yeah, Senegal, Ghana, Nigeria, the other countries in Africa which have coverage, drive on the right side, so you can eliminate that. In any case, let's move on. This is Kenya. What's going on with these people here? Interesting. I don't know. Maybe they like just came back from shopping or something. Get these kids all dripped out. But we should probably just be in Nairobi here, I think. It looks like a decently sized city. And yeah, we're probably just in like some suburb in Nairobi. Mombasa would usually have like palm trees, so I don't see a single palm tree here, so I don't think it's Mombasa. Let's see, let's try it out. Oh, it's actually Eldoret, okay. Well, fair enough. I mean, we were kind of in like a narrow road in the middle of the city, so it's kind of hard to gauge what city it is, but nice job if you got Eldoret there. Now, let's keep on going. So this time looks like we have some German language. So we're probably just in Germany. You have a Gen 2 camera, so you have a circular blur on top and bottom. And yeah, all of Germany has a Gen 2 camera. Well, yeah, pretty much all of it. There's like some spill coverage, which is not Gen 2, but Yeah, this is what you have. Now the question is where in Germany? Because Germany has very limited coverage in a few cities. It also says .de here, which is the German domain. Deutschland. Um, I'm trying to see if I can see any city name anywhere, but I don't really see it. Autohaus Wenzel. No idea where Wenzel is. It looks like there's a mountain west of us. Interesting. And east of us as well. Ooh. Where do you get mountains? Like Munich? Is this ever Munich? I don't know. But what am I crossing? I'm crossing a railway. um, I mean, maybe something like that. No, but the road bends here and here as well. Hmm. Wait, it's not south. How would I land it? I don't know. Um, yeah, I'm not really sure if this is Munich at all. I'm just checking it because of the damn mountains to our east and west, but could very well not be. So I'm not really sure of this. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I guess nothing really seems to fit in here. Does Stuttgart have mountains around it? I guess, maybe. Where are the where are the railway lines though? Here? No. Like here maybe. No, that doesn't really fit. Okay, I won't spend too much time. I guess I'll take one look at like Mannheim maybe. Um, I'm just gonna go München. I don't know. Let's see. It's Bonn. Okay, I don't think I would have gotten Bonn unless I scanned like all the cities in Germany. That would have taken me a while, but nice if you got it. Well done. Let's keep on going. This time we are in South Africa. The way you can tell that, you have yellow lines on the outside, white lines in the middle. So that's typical for Botswana, South Africa, Lesotho, and Eswatini. But then you also have a Generation 2 camera again, so you can see circular blur on the bottom and top. So of all these four countries, only country with Gen 2 camera is South Africa. So you're kind of just like you have to be in South Africa pretty much. With these kind of mountains, I'm not exactly sure where we'll be. South Africa is sometimes confusing to region guess, but say like somewhere here maybe. It's also like pretty grassy, maybe even further north. I don't know. Let's try this. Yeah, it was actually further north. Okay, fair enough. But that's still not a bad guess. So let's keep on going. This time we are in Turkey, and the way you can tell that is you have a Turkish bollard right here. Here you can see it better, like you've got a red thing on it. White and red chevrons, they are also very common in Turkey. You also have this Turkish pavement, and I don't know how to describe this, but it's like very like grainy or something like that. And yeah, you got like this pretty typical Turkish pavement if you've seen it enough. Also some language. Koyu here sounds very Turkish. So we should be in Turkey, and you have like these green and mountainous area here. So I'd say this is probably northern Turkey somewhere, like Samsun, Trabzon, one of these kind of areas, Ordu. I don't know. I'm not that good at this, but I'd say probably out here somewhere. Ulukale is a place which is probably going to be extremely small, so I'm not going to scan for it, but it could be somewhere like there, maybe Maybe on the road to Trabzon somewhere. I don't know. I don't really know. Maybe on this road even. But yeah, doesn't really matter. Let's just see where we are. Yeah, it's pretty much that area. Maybe like a bit more south, but yeah, closer to Trabzon, I guess, but it was northern Turkey nonetheless. So nice green mountainous hills. You always go like no, like green mountainous area. You go like northern Turkey usually. So that's that. Let's go to the next round, and this is a very nice round. I like this. Sun is in the north, so we are in the southern hemisphere, and what's more interesting here is this black and white striped signpost, which indicates to you that you are in Peru. And if you see this sign, there's like also like concrete blocks on the bottom of the sign. So that puts you in Peru as well. Peru has these signs with concrete blocks at the bottom, and also black and white signpost. You know, you're also driving on the right. You can see that the back of the car is on the right side. So you know, like Malaysia, for example, also has black and white signposts, but you know it's not Malaysia because you're driving right. And also, you have some like Spanish. So, with all that being said, you are in Peru. And the interesting part about this location is that this is very, very typical Amazonian Peru. You can see like this looks like the Amazon rainforest pretty much. Um, and like if you've played enough of the game, I think we had one in our previous play along, or maybe not. I don't remember. But if you've ever seen the state of Acre in Brazil, like Acre looks exactly like this. Like if you showed me this, I might even go Acre NMPZ. You know, that's how much this looks like the state of Acre in Brazil. And the reason for that is, I think, because we are very close to it. I think we are probably on this road called the 30C, um, which would explain why it looks so much like Acre, and it's in Peru. So this is typical Amazonian Peru. The striped signpost helps you tell it's Peru, and this landscape, sort of like hilly, a lot of deforestation is also visible, and yeah, it's these Amazonian trees, very very typical for this area. So I think we are somewhere on the 30C, and this is probably 5 cable. This looks pretty good actually, because the road angle fits. There's an off-road to the east, and the road bends northeast in the north. So I already like this a lot. Can't see anything here, but if I look south, then the road bends the other way, which also makes sense. So I think this might be it. Let's try. And it is. So seemingly middle of nowhere around with no text info. You can 5k that just like that if you can identify the road, you know? And that's the advantage of learning what certain roads look like. And that's how you can 5k stuff. So it looked like Acre, but it was in Peru because of the signpost. And you can see like it's pretty much on the border with Brazil, you know? So very nice, and well done if you 5k'd that, or if you recognize that this was the 30C. And if not, even if you just recognize it was Peru, well done. So I end up with a 22k. Most points lost, I think, were in Germany. I guess the wrong city, but that's nothing to fret about. Let's move on to game number 2, which I think will be an AI-generated world. So let's see what we have in store. All the locations in this map are picked by a computer, so that's going to be interesting. And well, arguably picked by a computer, because some of us believe that some handpicked locations have been snuck into the map, but who knows. Let's get into this. Challenge link will be in the description. Hopefully at this point you've finished playing the challenge and now you're here to watch my perspective. So, where are we? I think we are in Austria. And the way you can tell that is these bollards. These are typical Austrian bollards. Like Slovenia has very similar looking bollards, but then you see this like strip. This is like super dark red. It almost looks black. in Slovenia you'll have like a bright red strip instead on the bollard. So that kind of helps you tell that it's Austria and not Slovenia. Now it's also very flat. There's a bunch of farmland. So I'm thinking this area north of Vienna, it's pretty flat. It's got a bunch of like agriculture. Could also be like this area, south of Vienna. But you know, sort of this area north of Vienna is my go-to guess when it's very flat and whatnot. Okay, close enough. It's very close to Vienna indeed. Let's keep on going. Alright, looks like we are back in Peru, and the way you can tell that is you have these Peruvian bollards. This is a classic Peruvian bollard, white on the bottom, yellow on top. And you also have Peruvian guardrails here. If you see, you have like black and yellow stripes on it, black on the outside, yellow in the middle. So that's the Peruvian guardrail. In Bolivia, you get similar guardrails, but then you have yellow on the outside and black in the middle. So it's a small difference, but it tells you the difference between the two countries. And you also have this Peruvian signpost right here with black and white stripes, which I was talking about in the previous game. That's a typical Peruvian signpost. So we should be in Peru. I'd be lying if I told you I had a region guess for this in Peru. It's just somewhere in the mountain spot. Maybe close to Lima, maybe a bit south of Lima. Say somewhere out here probably. Let's see. Okay, closer to Cusco. Not really where I was expecting it to be, but Peru is pretty hard to region guess sometimes. Okay, moving on. This time we are in Indonesia, I think, and the way you can tell that is you have this number plate here, and this is a typical Indonesian plate. You see it's a black plate with 3 different blocks of white text. That is an Indonesian plate. In Malaysia you'll get a similar plate, but you'll have 2 blocks of white text, not 3. So that tells you that you're in Indonesia. DB1, I don't know if that means anything, or D81. Yeah, I'm really, really bad at region guessing Indonesia. I think for a while I'd heard that this was a meta, that if you see the front of the black car very clearly, then it's Kalimantan, but I don't think that's really true. I think I've seen it in like Sulawesi and stuff as well. So I don't know, but I'm really, really bad at region guessing Indonesia, so I don't really have tips for you. You can give me tips for that, so I'm just gonna go Kalimantan. Let's see. Oh, it actually was Kalimantan. Sometimes it works, I guess, but yeah, I don't know if you have any tips for getting. What is that? North Kalimantan? No, it's East Kalimantan. If you have tips for that, you can let me know. But nice, let's keep on going. Ooh, this looks 5k, I believe in. So we're in New Zealand. You have these New Zealand bollards right here. You can remember these are very classic New Zealand bollards. And we're driving on the left. You can see the front of the car here. So that also helps. Sun looks like it's in the north as well, so you're in the southern hemisphere. Bunch of hints ready to tell you that you are in New Zealand. Looks like we are next to a lake, because on the other side you can see land there. I'm thinking this could be like one of these lakes, maybe even up here somewhere. I don't know, or maybe it's South Island, but I think this is probably North Island somewhere, like this maybe. I don't know, somewhere out here potentially. You know what? That looks decent. I'm just gonna go there. I'm not gonna scan forever. Okay, well, it wasn't a lake, I guess. It was the coast, and this was the land on the other side, which makes sense. But, that's decent points. I'll take it. Let's keep on going. Ooh, this is tough, though. Sun is in the south. What on earth is this? Ah, okay. Thank goodness for this. I was pretty confused here, but that sticker saved me. So this blue sticker on the pole is a typical thing for France. If you see that blue sticker, then you are going to be in France. So that kind of saved me here. I would have been pretty confused otherwise. Don't really know where in France this is. But these trees, these look maybe southern to me. I'll go here. Yes, it is indeed in this like green triangle area. This got those like I don't know how to describe them, but the trees you saw in that round, you get those in that area. So we end up with 21.7k, which is a nice score, I'd say, for AI generated world. Of course, we're playing it no moving, but yeah, I think it was a nice game. So let's move on to the final game, and this one is going to be NMPZ. So this is going to be interesting. Let's just play a diverse world, and let's try to play that NMPC. So let's see what we get. Challenge link will be in the description again. Oh wait, not no moving. No moving, panning, zooming. Challenge link in the description. Hopefully you finished playing the challenge at this point, and you're here to see my perspective. So let's see what we have. Okay, looks like we have some French language right here. That's also a French pole in distance. If you see that pole top, especially, I think that's a French pole top. I guess you got similar pole tops in Spain, but with this French language, we should be in France. Now this one I really don't know how to region guess, so I'm just going to click somewhere here. Oh, it's Belgium. Oh, I didn't even think of Belgium. Yeah, you get those poles in Belgium as well. Why didn't I? Why did I not even consider Belgium there? Was there a red plate? Let's take a look. I guess there was red text on the plate, so NMPZ is not that easy to see it, but damn, that's me just being hasty, I guess. But nice, I'm sure some of you probably got it. Well done if you did. Let's go to the next round. Yeah, that's a pretty dumb mistake from me. But in any case, this time we should be in Germany again, and you can see you have a Gen 2 camera, you have this circular blur on the bottom. On the top as well, you can't see it too well, but like especially like near this tree, you can see it a little bit. And then Germany is infamous for its really bad quality Generation 2 coverage. This is like you can see the sun. It's like super bright. It's like the colors are just weird. It's typical Germany coverage. So all that being said, we're in Germany. You can also see like WEG written here, which is German and whatnot. Now there is a street sign meta for Germany, and based on the design of the street sign, you can kind of figure out what city you're in. It's like the design and the font, I think. So I'm not really sure which one this is. I haven't studied them. Maybe Frankfurt? Might be a Frankfurt sign, I'm not fully sure. I could be wrong. Let's try it though. No, it is Frankfurt. Okay, so I did remember this one. There's like a couple that sort of stick out to me. Berlin, for example, I can remember. I think Frankfurt one has like a metal frame around it. So what I'll do is if I remember, I'll link the Germany meta document in the description, where you can find like all the street sign meta, and you can learn it if you want to. So let's move on. Next round. This looks like just Argentina to me. This is like super flat, and this vegetation here is very, 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 very typical of Argentina. So we should be in Argentina. Um, Argentina can have white lines in the middle sometimes, so don't worry about that too much. Usually in South America, especially like yeah, in Argentina as well, you'll get yellow middle lines. So having a white line can be surprising, but it's nothing too uncommon. It's found pretty often in Argentina. Sun is in the north, you can clearly see. So we're in the southern hemisphere as well. So yeah, and even if you just like completely black out the road, you can just tell it's Argentina based on this landscape, really. So it's kind of hard to latitude guess this, I'm not gonna lie. I could see this being a bit south. I could see this even being all the way up near Neuquén. So yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty bad at latitude guessing Argentina these days. So I'll just go like in the middle. No, it was even further north of Neuquén actually. So yeah, there you go. I'm still pretty bad at region guessing Argentina. but maybe some of you had a better guess. Okay, let's move on. Next round. Looks like again the sun is in the north. If you see, the sun is somewhere there. Shadows are falling to the south, so that kind of indicates the sun is in the north. And if you look here, it says pare on the sign. You kind of need to like squint, I guess, but it doesn't say stop. It says pare instead, which is a South American thing. In South America, they say pare on the stop sign instead of stop. Now, we should be in Brazil here with pare on the sign and this reddish soil. I'd say Brazil makes the most sense. And as to where in Brazil, I'm not fully sure. It feels pretty southern though. Like maybe Sao Paulo, maybe Rio, maybe Espírito Santo, maybe even further south. Um, kind of tempted to just go like Rio, maybe close to Sao Paulo. I don't know. Okay, never mind. I was wrong. It was further south, but it's of course it's a bit harder to region guess if you're playing NMPZ. But it was on my radar, I guess. Is is my consolation prize there. So let's move on. Final round of this play along. And I'm not quite certain what this is. I think it's Russia, but I'm just trying to look to make sure. Yeah, I think it should be because you have, if you see this signpost here, you can see it has like a black bottom of the signpost, so that is typical for Russia. And then these bollards right here, these I think also make sense for Russia. The only thing I'm afraid of is Ukraine, maybe. But I don't think it's Ukraine. Like, this looks way more Russian than Ukrainian to me. So I think I'm gonna lock in Russia here. White lines on the outside and middle make sense. Bollards make sense. Signpost makes sense. So no real reason for me to not go Russia here. Now what doesn't make sense to me is this landscape, because I can't really think of where in Russia would have this landscape. The soil is slightly reddish. You see some like this hill. You see this like mountain here as well. It's pretty weird if you ask me. Maybe we are close to the Urals. I don't know. Like maybe around Perm somewhere, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not the best at Russia, but this vegetation here almost looks southern to me. So that's what's throwing me off. Is this makes me want to go like down here somewhere, but then it doesn't really look like the Caucasus. Not to me at least. So if it's not the Caucasus, then I guess it's the Urals, but yeah, I'm not really sure. Let's see. Oh my god, never mind. I would, I don't think I would have gotten that even with 2 or 3 guesses. That would not have been on my radar, but I'm sure some Russia experts have better tips for that, so you can leave them in the comments. Um, I mean, having mountains here makes sense, but I didn't really get like any northern Mongolia vibe there, so yeah, that's a tough one. So I end up with only 15k, which is really not a good score. But to be fair, we had some tough rounds. We had a Russia, we had a Brazil, we had an Argentina, and well, round one is round one is this is just me to blame for that. So that's where we end up, and that is going to be it for this video. So yeah, it's been fun. This is like last pre-recorded play along, and you know, I've been recording play alongs at like a crazy pace the past few days, but it's not that crazy. I've just recorded like 6 or 7 videos, but I'm not used to that. I'm not used to recording so many videos in a short span of time. Usually, I just upload like 1 video a week, 2 videos maybe, or 3 videos if I'm really generous. So yeah, that's nice. But yeah, hopefully by this time You've also seen like more updated videos from me and you know, some other cool stuff outside of the play-alongs. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys again next week with a play-along, definitely in October. I'll be back in the Netherlands then, and yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I'm pretty excited for my India trip because I haven't been home in like 3 years, so it's gonna be nice to finally be back, meet my family, parents, friends, everyone. And yeah, by the time you're watching this, I've probably already finished meeting everyone and I'm on the way out. But yeah, anyway, that's besides the point. So yes, pre-recording all of this was quite interesting, quite fun. And thank you for watching. Thank you for all the support. I have to say, well, I'm recording this on the 23rd of August, and as of now, like recently, past 2 months, a lot of new people have been coming to this channel and whatnot. So yeah, I really appreciate this. And yeah, like even in September, I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I'm going to keep uploading my content. And yeah, I just appreciate everyone who's sticking around and playing along. So it makes it a lot of fun and gives me more motivation to upload. You know, I don't know if I would have pre-recorded all of this if if I was if it was like June, you know. So yeah, very cool to see all of you guys, and I'm sure I'll keep in touch with you via like the community tab or something. So yeah, I'll see you guys next week back in the Netherlands, and maybe with a face cam. Who knows? We'll see. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you have a nice day, nice week ahead, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.